Congratulations to Dave Palumbo on your 1,000th episode of Muscles in the Morning. I'm looking forward to the 10,000th episode, which means you'll probably have 5 kids and be broke.
Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, January 5th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. The new year is officially here, and it looks like we've got our first Josh Lenartowicz sighting of 2017. After dropping off the radar for a few weeks to recoup from the whirlwind 2016 campaign, this week, the Aussie big man made his way back into the headlines when he released some new leg training footage. And from the look of things, Lenartowicz is still walking around as monstrous as ever, and seems to be well on his way towards rampaging through his 3rd season as a pro. At his best, Lenartowicz is one of those rare breeds who can win any show he decides to enter. And I'm sure there's a legion of fans that can't wait to see what he brings to the table this season. There are plenty of interesting storylines at play as we head into this year's contest season. And without question, one of them has to be Cody Montgomery. After cracking the top 10 in his pro debut at last year's Arnold Classic, the rookie phenom shut it down for the rest of the year to focus on coming out of the gate strong in year 2. And now the time is almost here. In some chest training footage, we catch a glimpse of what looks to be a noticeably thicker Montgomery, showing off plenty of new muscle as he starts to head into the final phases of his off-season program. So far in his young career, he's always managed to step up and rise to the occasion. And it's safe to say that right now, we're all waiting to see what sort of new tricks he's got up his sleeve for 2017. If there's one thing that sets the good apart from the great in sports, it's consistency. And you'd be hard-pressed to find someone that's more consistent day in and day out over the last 20 years than longtime veteran 212 pro Tricky Jackson. New progress photos from earlier in the week show Tricky Jackson looking arguably better than we've ever seen him at any point in his off-season, which is pretty damn impressive for a guy who turned pro back when Cody Montgomery was barely potty trained. Last season, Tricky rolled out one of his best looks ever to the tune of a 3rd place finish down at the Charlotte Pro. And with a few minor adjustments, I can absolutely see him making a return to the winner's circle at some point this season. The Dallas Cowboys might be sitting at home resting pretty now that they've locked up a 1st-round bye. But it doesn't look like Texas's own Kevin Ofurum is planning to take his foot off the gas anytime soon. This week, some new back training footage surfaced of the 212 powerhouse putting in some serious off-season work down at his home gym, Destination Dallas, where he looks to be back firing on all cylinders again. After being sidelined for the better part of last season with some health problems, Ofurum seems to be well on his way to picking right back up where he left off in 2016. So if he can manage to stay healthy and keep the momentum going over the next few weeks, don't be surprised to see him pop up and do some damage at one of the early shows this season. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. There is no substitute in this game for hard work. And nobody knows that better than Species Nutrition athlete Brian Yersky. Coming off a career year in 2016 that saw him bring home a very impressive top 10 finish at the New York Pro, Yersky already looks well ahead of last year's pace. After spending his offseason hammering away on his weak points, the former NPC national champ is ready to come out and take the new year by storm. Last season, we really saw Yersky improve by leaps and bounds as the year went along. And if he can pick up where he left off, it feels like another career year might be right around the corner.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RxMuscle show, segment, or update. RxMuscle RxMuscle is #1. Woo!